Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everybody. Today in this video I want to be talking to you about atmospheric water generation and other modes of water generation because water is a big issue in the world, but it is one of humanity's main basic needs. These are all problems that we can easily fix together. Our ancestors knew about them, but of course they're being suppressed by big industry. So today I want to bring to your attention some ways that might solve these issues. So one of the ways to solve these problems is through atmospheric water generation. And I've been thinking about some ways to create some easy DIY kits, and maybe I'll even start selling some of those kits. So a lot of people always ask, so if we have a solution to the problem, why isn't it implemented everywhere? Well, the answer to that is actually very easy. People are very corrupt, yeah, that's first of all. They want to make a lot of money, and we have big industries to work against. Secondly, information is a thing that's also being suppressed, and you need to know about it, because if you knew and you go and look it up, actually in the deserted places in Peru and the deserts and the Saharas and in Africa, they're already applying these technologies. But still, now it's being sold to you through American companies. They essentially sell you a net, two sticks with a net, and they demand a lot of money for it. But everybody can make a simple water generator at home. Yeah, and for the bigger needs like farms, etc., you could build a small water generating plant. And in this video, we will also be exploring if this will harm the atmosphere or not. Because actually, what is said is that the water we drink today should be the urine of dinosaurs. So what does this actually mean? This means that the water never leaves our atmosphere. Our body is made of 95% of water. When we drink these fluids, they will leave the body eventually. They will go back into the system, etc. The same is for hydrogen cars. Hydrogen cars, their vapor goes back into the air. So the water you've put into the car will go back out through the vapor. So Earth is made up of 71% of water. There is water in the abundance, ladies and gentlemen. All right. Yeah, there is people who are starving from thirst. So does atmospheric water generation harm the atmosphere? And the answer is simply no, it doesn't. Because the water doesn't leave the atmosphere and will return to the atmosphere. And is there some kind of high-tech technology involved? Actually, the answer is no. And yes, you can improve your net, but essentially it's just a net or something else from the right material that can catch the fog. You put it in the right angle, you put a bucket underneath, and voila. It's very simple. Yes, so I encourage everybody to start making these sets at home. And yes, I know I have an accent, but that doesn't matter. So our ancestors actually they knew much better than us, and they actually had ways how to integrate actually water generation, air conditioning, and energy generation into the buildings they were living in. So I promote very much self-sufficiency and everybody doing it on a smaller scale, because when we make all these mega projects, they're fine, but it's actually way harder distribution-wise, etc. It's much better to build this on smaller scales in communities separately. I'm going to put my email address in the description so everybody can contact me, because I have a lot of good ideas, things I want to build. I will show you some examples, but yeah, we need to connect. Of course, I need funds, and we need to build for our future, for a better future. If we look, for example, in Iraq, they have an enormous problem with the water. We need to help. And a simple DIY water generator is very simple. It's as simple as two sticks in the ground and a fishing net, for example. If people only knew this, this could save lives. Just look at these water towers in Africa, for example. And then we're not even talking about the tower farming. I will leave that for a whole other video. But there are so much suppressed technologies in the world, it's crazy. But I think this water generation technology is one that everybody just should know. It should just be a basic knowledge of every single one. And certainly a country like Iraq, which have elevated places, mountains, etc., should be well able to catch enough fog to supply every village and city with water, clean drinking water. And if everybody does this for himself, small scale, on the roof, in the garden, on the balcony, you can do it everywhere. You can even make a portable one. Look, it's not gonna make 10,000 liters, a small device, but it's going to make you maybe a bottle of drink, maybe a glass. Who knows? It could save a life. Essentially, even if you get one sip of water in the morning, if you put out a device like that in the night, in a desperate situation, this could save a life. Simple as that, especially in very dry places. So for the easy DIY, it's just basically a plastic net. I've seen one and I'll show you of just plastic foil wrapped around two sticks, and that's it. That's that's really it. And you put something underneath it so it can collect it. You put it in an angle, and then you can improve on it. Maybe some kind of meshing is better. Some way how to spin the net is better. And look, even how cool, these nets, they look a bit like the net pattern from the Palestinian kufiya again, but you know, it's just a wonderful technology. We need to enlighten the people. This is the great awakening. Nothing can stop this, we're going for it. The same as desalinating water with plastic bags. You can desalinate water so easily with the sunlight, essentially. So we need to spread the knowledge about this information, about these technologies, and we need to just start implementing them. So again, my email will be in here. We need to connect, and we need to start building some water generation plants. Never give up, never surrender. God's peace and blessings be with you. Peace.